Richician!
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and I'm profiling my Red Dragon Archfiend deck, which I felt like playing again. It's changed a bit since the last profile, still just doing what I can to make it work. So I'll start with the extra deck since these are based on extra deck monsters. They've got one copy of King Calamity, Red Nova Dragon, one of my old favourites, Bane, Tyrant, two copies of Hot Red Dragon Archfiend.
Well, that's hot.
One copy of the original, another old favourite. It's kind of sad that other Red Dragon Archfiend decks don't play it, because it's the original one. It's the reason this archetype is a thing. It just seems criminal not to play it, even though Hot Red Dragon and Starlight are better. Speaking of Starlight, here he is, two copies of him.
And if I were to go quickly over my favourite out of all these types,
Yes.
first place would be you. Then, obviously, the original, and that one.
Yeah, fair enough. Then Beals, because I do have some Dark Tuners in here. Then 3 copies of Red Rising Dragon, just for the strategy of synchro climbing. And then the other two are our Halka-Fibrax package. I've got TG Wonder Magician and Halka-Fibrax, because there have been a few too many times where I ran into a situation where I had too many tuners which I could get onto the field, so at least I could go into something to try and deck thin. Then bring out Wonder Magician. I did have Coral Dragon in here as another option, but I kind of wanted to drop that and still have 3 copies of Red Rising. Because at least with Wonder Magician, I can still pop a back row on the opponent's turn. And yeah, as you can see, don't have Abyss. I refuse to play that degenerate piece of shit. Which I've already explained a few times already. Yeah, there are times where I could have played it, but I would much rather not. I'd rather lose games than play it. Anyway, that's it for the extra deck. On with the main deck.
The main course.
So starting with the red monsters I play, I've got 3 copies of Red Walk.
3? You mean 2?
2. So I don't know what's wrong with me today. 3 copies, definitely 3, of Red Sprinter, the junk synchron and rewarding captain of the deck. 1 Red Nova, then 3 copies of Red Resonator, transcending onto the Resonator part of the deck. 2 copies of Creation, 2 copies of Crimson, just debating whether or not to bump it up to 3. Maybe it might be a shout. Then 1 copy of Chain Resonator and 2 copies of Synchron Resonator.
No, you don't play the original Resonator then?
Well, I did, but I dropped them because I wanted to go for the strategy of sinking a 6th and just climbing from 6 to 8. It seems to work better. And then I've got 3 copies of Wandering King Wildwind, and then I put an E-Telly engine back in, 1 Krebons, 1 Rise Bell, and finally 3 copies of Witch of the Black Forest, which can search out everything in the main deck except for Red Walk. So that's it for monsters. On with the spells. So I've got 3 copies of Resonator Core, 3
Yeah,
copies.
the tuning for the deck.
3 copies of Resonator Command to search for any low-level fiend. Return of the Dragon Lords to any of my level 8s. Emergency Teleport, Regeki and Twin Twisters. And then for traps, I've got 2 copies of Reject Reborn, on Storming Mirror Force, on Solemn Strike, which was meant to be something else. I can't remember what it was supposed to be, but it's just a filler. Maybe I could switch that out for a 3rd Crimson, I don't know. And finally, 2 copies of Fiendish Chain, just to really feel like Jack Atlas. I mean, it is a generic trap he does play, so why not? Yeah, Infinite Impermanence is better, but I don't have those going spare. And that's it for the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. I think the extra deck is perfectly fine the way it is, but regarding the main deck, I'm open to ideas on how to make it better. Let me know in the comments down below. Just don't bring up things like Ash, cross out Designator or things like that, because I don't play competitively, and this is just a fun deck after all, so do keep that in mind. Other than that, hope you enjoyed, stay safe, catch you guys later, see ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.